All right, so if obviously you guys didn't hear me before, but I'm doing I've been reviewing the footage. It really kind of sucks because what's happening is I'm getting some really bad audio popping. Now, different things can change that based on the encoding process. It's one of the biggest problems with using an optimizer on your tools is sometimes you don't know the results that you're going to get. Now, I should have been reviewing this a long time ago because I first noticed the popping happening on other games like Marvel Strike Force and Dying Light 2. And there's multiple things that can have that happen if you guys are having the same problem, which is, scaling. A lot of the times you're going to have a canvas, which is what you're displaying for your tools, and what you're scaling down to, and pieces of audio can get lost depending on a lot of different factors, but usually it's because of the volume of one of the channels is going too high, like it redlines. Now, I have been compensating by using things like a compressor or gain, which is like how loud or not the audio actually is. But the unusual problem that I did notice today was the differences between solo recording or streaming while recording. And the difference was the popping. And if I record footage without streaming at the same time, which I love doing for you guys, there's no popping or anything with the recording. But the second I start streaming, there's the problem. Now, there's a few different things that I try to optimize to stream and record at the same time, which is lowering the bitrate to about 2500. And usually that's a problem, but New World got me messed up. A lot of games that are online that have a lot of data transfer to and from your network can be a problem. But it shouldn't theoretically be. I don't live in a, backwoods area or anything. Super high speed, internet, and I made sure of it because I'm trying to make this a career. So, I shelled out for the extra, and the shit is like insane. The incoming and outgoing data. So there shouldn't be a problem there either. And the loss when you're listening to it, the pop, whenever you get pop or static, something's being lost, or it's like there's something in the processing of the information that you're putting out there or recording can't be literally translated or processed, and so that's why you hear the pop. And so what I did is I kicked that up to 3500. Now that seemed to work on its own, and the audio to 320. Now the audio is probably what I should have started with, but I went with everything because I'm trying to determine a max and then make adjustments after the fact. And hopefully, I don't have to compromise my graphics to do that, because one of the best things about gaming is you guys always know the rule number one in gaming for me, in gaming ethics, is you go where the fun is. And if I had the ability to play a game at the max settings, I should be doing that at a decent frame rate, which is as close to 60 as you could possibly get. Not competitive at all, so there isn't really a huge need for a higher than 60 frames per second frame rate. I mean, most people don't anyways, because just the natural human eye processing really isn't going to catch on to 120. The idea is the tearing that is involved with certain competitive gaming, but I'm here to tell you right now that has more to do with networks than it does about your video card than anything. But that's an argument for all of you guys out there, because it's all theory to me until you test one item at a time, and nobody seems to want to take time to do that. But I am going to try to take time and do that for you guys to fix it for the stream and the high quality 4K content for YouTube. So what I'm doing here is I'm going to load up Elden Ring I am going to listen to the title sequence that does get pretty loud. So if there's any popping issues, it should happen there. But then I'm going to go in and I'm going to do a little bit of rune farming, and the high impact sounds that kick up that volume bar pretty fast should give me some popping if there is any for the adjustments that I've made here and they don't work. But no popping, I might as well keep it the way that it is. Now, on this trial, not sure what this is all about. Now, on this trial, I've actually changed my bit output for streaming to like 7,000. Now, what I'm trying to keep track of right now is how that is going to affect the stream frame rate. Oh, I forgot to listen to that a little bit. I should get a little popping there if... What I'm looking for, am I experiencing losses at 7,000? Alright, let's run this through a couple times. I'm trying to get a shield build going for certain scenarios. And I want to use my Urge Tree shield, but I need like 33 strength. Oh, I got his attention on accident. Alright, that should give me enough highs and lows there to hear if there's any loss. So far, I haven't seen any dip in the frame rate. Let me check the history. No notifications of any drop frames or anything. Seems to be holding strong at 30 frames per second. And I'm gonna, you know, a lot of people don't talk about this, but when you're talking about watching something, 30 frames per second is more than enough for the human eye to enjoy the experience. Rarely do you ever want to use 60 frames per second anyways. There's a lot of experiences, especially like action sequences and things like that, that visually are more appealing at 30 frames per second, but that's a different topic altogether. Alright, so it looks like we're not getting anything there. So hold on a second. We'll do a couple runs to make sure that I'm trying to level my strength. Oh shit, I need 10 more levels. 11 more levels to get that to work. Oh, I really wanted to use that big shield. Man. I bet you that bitch is heavy too. Yeah. I don't think there's anything I could take off that would make that work. I'm gonna be all like what I was looking at for that shield. Oh no, I needed this one. Man, it's still pretty damn heavy. Is the magic protection? Actually, that's higher. Why would I want to use this? Oh, that's got holy resistance. The magic is what I really wanted to try to utilize. I use the ice shield because it doesn't weigh too much. Because I can actually use... Oh, wait, I can actually... Oh, I didn't know I was able to actually use that. This one's got really decent magic protection on it. That's why I wanted to use it. It's kind of like a nice little middle ground. It's got the highest magic protection in comparison to most of the other shields here. Yeah, that's too heavy. Like, I would have to stay on this row at least. Oh, wow, that's not bad. That requires intelligence. That's actually much easier... That's much easier to combat, to actually use. Because I don't want to use a skill or nothing. I just want that a little bit extra protection if I need to use it in a particular scenario. Now, why would I... Okay, it shows me the differences right here. Fire damage is the big one. Won't be able to do much against fire. Most shields have a pretty good... like, balance. See, I would do strength. I think I will do strength, mostly because... that works, you know, my katana scales through strength also, and my damage negation. Wait, can I do anything right now? That's what it's originally what I was trying to do. Alright, what's Dex giving me? Oh, that's 2 points. My strength's giving me 2 points too. I might as well use it. Alright. So I'm going to end this there to review the footage.